Hey. I can't sing. Anyways. Hey, people. You know I'm playing this song? Oh, it feels so good. Yes. No time for losers. Yes. Oh, of the world, people. World Series, yes, of the world, for real.
More of national, not really world.
Hey, they call it World Series. That's what we're gonna call it. Yes, people. You know, that's why I'm happy. You know, I'm happy. The Astros won. Oh my goodness, the Astros won the World Series. I hope you guys are happy too. I'm so excited. I'm not even like I just became a full baseball fan. A couple on Friday last week. Just
are you going to the parade?
Huh? Yes. No. If I can go, I would. But yeah, you guys should go if you can. I'm gonna play the song again. Yes, people. Oh yes. I think it's over. Anyways. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm not even an Astro. Like I became a new Astros fan. I learned baseball, and now I'm an Astros fan. I'm so happy for them. Oh Lord, and I think they deserve it too. Because I heard they were bad for a lot of years.
So you became an Astros fan when they won the World Series.
Hey, what better time to be a fan? Oh man, I was so happy. I was watching the game with my friend here in his room, but it was anyway, nothing. You're just watching the game. Anyway, it was a great game. Oh man, I was happy. It was a great series. It went down to Game 7. Oh, they deserve it too. They worked hard, especially after that Game 5. That Game 5 win. Oh.
Yeah, you never knew. Like even when it was innings 9 and they were up 5-1, you didn't know. There's still a chance they could have came back.
I know.
That was the good part.
It was a crazy game. That game. I got introduced to baseball at the right game. That's. I was so happy. And Jay was like, "This doesn't usually happen. This is." Oh, by the way, let me introduce. I'm Tony. By the way, welcome to Say What You Mean. Hope you guys are doing good. I hope everything's going well. Hope you're excited. We won that. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm we now.
We won the World Series. I'm from Houston.
I'm the ultimate bandwagon. Yes, hope you guys are excited. Hope you guys are going to the parade. Go to enjoy yourselves. Astros are champions. I'm Tony. Welcome to Say What You Mean. By the way, my name is Tony Amawade. This week again we have. Coming back again to lose. And actually, it's a favorite, but still. Coming back again to lose. Jay Singh.
Hello, yes.
And that's like the most.
It's every week.
Yes.
At this point, it's like,
hello,
yes.
I'm just cool. Anyway.
Yes. Astros won.
Hey, no, it was just a great series, man. I'm happy. I'm happy for the Astros. Congratulations to. And then what's his name? Correa has a new wife or a new engaged wife. You know, I saw that. Smooth man, right? I don't know what he would have done if she said no, but still, Smooth just sliding it in there.
Yeah. What if they had lost?
I know.
Would she have said yes or no?
Would he have proposed?
But even if he did, would she have said yes or no?
Dang, that's true. Anyway, I think she would have said yes. I mean, it's love, right? No, this was talking about sports. It's about sports, yes. So Springer, I think he deserved the MVP. 5 home runs throughout the whole series. They all played well. Altuve, Correa, Bregman, McCann. It's like when I'm talking, right? You guys won't believe I just learned the sport last week. Like when I'm talking, it's like I've known it for a while. But it was a great series. I watched the ones I could. I didn't watch everything. But that Game 5, man, if you missed it, go watch the highlights. It was magical. The last two that weren't that good, but we won.
Game 4 was good too.
Game 4 is pretty good. Yeah, that was the one with the home runs and I think it went to 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
I'm telling people, I'm becoming a baseball. I can't believe I'm saying that because you don't understand. I had no idea what baseball was about until like a couple weeks ago or last week. Now I'm like telling you about home runs and Bregman and.
But you're not really like you start from the 7th, 8th inning. So does that really count?
Yeah, no, I can't watch the whole thing. I mean, no, we're not to that. It's levels, you know. We gotta progress. You're gonna get to the top that quickly. You gotta progress. Anyway, congratulations to the Astros. Real quick before we get into the debate, we're gonna have like so many this week. Right, was like the craziest sports week. Not the craziest, but one of the craziest. Like so many things happened this week. It's like crazy. So before we get into we're gonna debate still. Don't worry, we're not like friends or anything. We're gonna debate. We're gonna debate still. But like before we debate, I just want to like discuss some of these topics real quick. Some of the like storylines of this week. Then we play the first song. Then we go into the debate. And so let's just start in Houston, right? Let's not even leave Houston. So the Astros win, right? After that.
Cougars finally
the Cougars win. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's before the Astros, but still. See, as soon as I didn't watch the game, right? So when I saw the score line and the highlights, I texted Jay. I was like, "They listened to my rant. They listened to me." Cause like, I don't know if you're familiar. I gave like a little rant like 2 weeks ago about like the defense let like 42 points in against Memphis, and we could have won that game. It was 21-0.
We should have won.
Should have won that game. Was it 10 or 21-0? One of them. And anyways, the point is they had 0 at halftime, and we let them 42. I'm still mad about it. Anyway, nah, it's okay. It's okay. They bounced back. I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. You know, they only let in like what 20? Was it 21 to? The scoreline was 24-28 against a good South Florida team. They were like 17th. You know, the word. Because we had something to do about that. That's what, because we're that good. Anyways, yeah, they were 17th, 17 ranked, and so we beat them. I'm happy, and at their home too. You know, defense only led in 24 points, and they're a high-scoring offense too.
You think we still have a chance at a bowl game?
I think so, definitely. Navy lost yesterday too, so maybe we could win the rest of our games. We have like East Carolina coming up soon. They're terrible people. I looked them up. I'm sorry if you go to school in East Carolina, but your football team is terrible. I apologize.
You're gonna get a lot of hate if we lose from East Carolina.
Y'all gotta step up. You can't make me look bad. But yeah, I'm proud of them, man. We had a new quarterback. Not new, he's been there, but like it was he started Eric King. He looked good. They couldn't figure out like how to get him. He had speed, pretty accurate. He had a touchdown pass that was pretty accurate. And so I liked him. And then we had a new running back too that looked good. Like I don't know what I would have changed the offense. The offense was scoring, but hey man, the new running back and quarterback looked good. So I don't mind. And so Derrick King and I think it's Carr. I can't even say his first name. I wrote it down. Mobar Carr. Welcome to Cougars. But yeah, let's go support. We're playing East Carolina tomorrow at I think 7. So let's support our Cougars. You know. Yes, get yourself to if you have a ticket, if you have time, you know, get yourself to the game, support, yeah. Maybe, and then, you know, hopefully we give it the win. You lose your voice, make smart decisions, because I've seen some people. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, that's in Houston. The same thing in Houston. Again, Deshaun Watson got injured, tore his ACL in practice. My man Ashish wanted to be here. He had Watson in his fantasy team, and so he wanted to be, but he couldn't make it. But it's okay. But yeah, that one. I'm not even a Texans fan, but I like the Texans, you know, and I want them to do well. And I like Deshaun Watson a lot too. And tore his ACL in practice. That is sad, man. That is sad. Somebody was like, Astros won, so now God has to take something. God doesn't work like that. He doesn't take anything back. He doesn't blame God. But yeah, honestly, this is a sad injury, man. Like, season's over.
Yeah, you were looking forward to it.
Yeah.
He was in Rookie of the Year, the way he was playing.
Yeah, he was doing good. Sad injury, and in practice too, of all things. Tore his ACL in practice. I know, practice is tough, but dang.
I don't know. I feel like the coach needs to be blamed for this.
You think so?
I think so.
I didn't know. That's an interesting thing.
How do you get your quarterback? How do you... Like, you protect him. Like, he's the one winning you games right now. You practice, but you still make sure that you're protecting him. When have you heard, like, a major quarterback injury, like, tore his ACL in practice?
I swear, and yeah. I don't know, man. Bill O'Brien, what are you doing to them? And I don't know. That's true. That's true. That's true. But I feel like you could do it. Like you get hurt doing anything.
Yeah, I mean it is football, so it
Yeah,
could happen. But I feel like
so-
I don't know. I feel like maybe he should have been more protected.
Little salty. He's mad. Nah, but like I was sad too. It was honestly they should have won in my opinion. But I mean not won. Sorry, I'm thinking about something else. He should have. It should be. Honestly, I feel bad for his injury. Hopefully he feels better. Hope he recovers quick. And yeah, man, take care of yourself. Honestly, it's so sad. Anyways, moving on. So let's get out of Houston now. There was this week. I'm telling you, man, so many things happened. There was like NFL deadline trade this week. So it was like, okay. So it was like, I don't know if you guys like know about soccer transfer deadline day or even basketball, right? When they have like deadline day, that's when like all the craziness happens. Not really in the NFL. NFL too had his own version of craziness happening. Here it is trades, people. Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy, no, he hasn't earned it. I agree with Steven, he hasn't earned it yet. And Garoppolo got traded to the 49ers for a second round pick. That was, I don't know.
Great deal.
Yeah, it was a good deal. It was a good deal. We're gonna have a debate about that later on. So stay tuned. And Garoppolo got traded. Kelvin Benjamin got traded to the Bills. Peterson got traded but that was before deadline day. But it's part of it too. Jay Ajayi got traded to the Eagles. I'm happy for the guy. Like the guy's is good.
Eagles are legit more and more looking like a Super Bowl contender right now.
And they're in the Cowboys division. I hate the anyway. Dwayne Brown, left tackle for the Texans, got traded also to the Seahawks. And so yeah, just crazy deadline day deals. We'll talk about that more. We'll debate about that. But yeah, it was just like I was like, what? Because I was getting notifications on my phone, and like 2 hours later, Kevin Benjamin got traded, or like an hour later, Dwayne Brown got traded. I was like, what is going on? NFL doesn't usually have trades like this, But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So we're gonna talk about that later on, more in depth. And so, but yeah, another crazy thing that happened: the college football playoffs rankings came out with the first rankings today or this week. Also, let me read you the rankings. It's Georgia, Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson. I like it. I like it. I think
maybe Ohio State.
Oh, you're one of those people. Oh, why? I don't see why everybody's like Ohio State should be in
They
it.
did beat Penn State.
By 1 point.
It doesn't matter.
They lost to what is it? They lost to Oklahoma.
But Penn State was looking like a number 1 team.
They lost, but like they were even that. If you watch
That was towards the beginning.
What?
But I'm saying right now, as of now.
No, still, they lost to Oklahoma.
Notre Dame is in it. They're 7-1.
Yeah, no, I have a problem. Like if it's me personally, mine would be like I wrote it down. Mine is Alabama first because I love Bama, man.
No, Georgia has to be first.
You think so?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because Bama, I mean, they've been destroying teams, but so has Georgia. Georgia has faced so much more.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But
that's
like,
what you have to go by, the way they've
no,
been playing.
yeah, no,
against
I'm
teams.
saying, but Alabama's a better team. Bama's a better team.
But you can't know that until because they've only played like a horrible Texas A&M team. That's their best competition so far. That
When you see what they did Florida State first game of the season?
Did you see Florida State's had half of their roster injured?
No, it was just Francois who got injured.
No. They had most of the players on their offense and defense were injured.
But it's still Florida State. Like you don't take like you're not saying because they had the players injured. I'm not gonna take that into account.
No,
it's still Florida State.
Because they weren't their best team.
No, at the start of the season, they were better than they are now. It was after they lost Francois. They played well that game. It was after they lost Francois. They did do them.
But still,
bad.
overall, Georgia has faced a lot more tougher competition than Bama has so far. If you just look at the games they've been playing.
But to me, Alabama's always number one. Doesn't matter what happened. Alabama's always number one. But yeah, it's Bama. To me, it's Bama. For me, right, personally, I want Bama. Second, I want Georgia. Clemson. And then Penn State.
Ohio State.
Well, oh my goodness. Why do you guys like Ohio? Like, I saw that all over on Twitter. They lost 31-16.
You can't put in Penn State right after Ohio State beat Penn State.
No, but Penn State's the better. I'm talking like better team.
I know, but that's not how rankings work. if they have the same record, right? And you're
No,
telling
I'm saying,
me
no, right now it
this
makes sense.
team-
Look, no, it makes sense. I'll continue. I'll let you
Yeah,
finish.
no. I'm saying this team. So Ohio State beat Penn State,
Okay.
and they have the same record. You can't say I'm gonna put Penn State ahead of Ohio State.
No, it makes sense. That makes sense.
So
Because
that's why they should be number 4. So I agree with like
number 4. What about Clemson?
Clemson number 3.
Who's number 4 right now? Oh, you got
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. I don't really like Notre Dame.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
Notre
like-
Dame is. I think they deserve to be over. They had one loss to. I can't.
Well, all these teams had one loss other than Bama and Georgia,
Yeah. Ohio State barely beat Penn State. Like
but
it
they
was.
beat them. Once
like
you
they-
look at it, it's a win.
It's
and
flawed.
A loss.
I think they should take that into consideration. Like, it was 1 point. Like they should count the points, in my opinion. Like,
No, even if they count the points, still, you cannot put.
and like if you watch the whole game, right? Penn State were beating them. You know, Ohio State came back because of JT Barrett.
Okay.
But like, Penn State is a better team. You could tell as a team.
I don't
Penn
know.
State
I
is a
look at
better
the
team.
win.
Oh, wow.
To me, the win matters more. So they could be the better team, but if one team comes on top in a game, that means you have to place them
I
above
know,
them
but,
for
like,
now. So
I
maybe
know.
towards the end of the season, you can
Yeah,
put
it's
it,
still long.
change it.
It's still long.
But
We
I'm saying
can-
right now, with the rankings out, you can't have Penn State above Ohio State.
Oh no! I agree with that. Mine is future, like later on. What I want to see
Well,
personally.
then you don't. Yeah.
What I want to see personally, but I think it's flawed. It's just 1 point.
But I don't know if I want to see Clemson. I might want to see Penn State and Ohio State.
Why do you guys like Ohio State? Ohio State is the most overrated team every year. Ohio State is the most overrated team ever. Like, I don't know what you guys. Oh, to me, Ohio State should be like 7th, 8th. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even exaggerating. It's Oklahoma before them. So you have Clemson, Penn, or you have No. First,
Alabama.
Bama, Georgia, Penn State, Clemson, then Penn State. Then you have Oklahoma. Then you have Ohio State.
I don't know, man. Again,
Heck, put Notre Dame before that. I don't. Like,
No.
Ohio State is so. You see what
I
Oklahoma
think
did
you
to
just
them?
have a personal hatred for Ohio
I
State.
don't. Zeke came from
That's
there.
that's
man.
where it's coming
Zeke
from.
came from there. I don't hate it.
Because you're saying they're always overrated.
They're always overrated. They didn't do. They're not special.
How
like,
they're not
They
special.
don't. They haven't done anything special. It's just
They went
JT
undefeated
Barrett.
that one season where they couldn't make it to playoffs.
No. Yeah, that's
That's
in the
not
past.
special.
That's in the past. I'm talking about. They were talking about last year, this year. What happened when they got to the playoffs last year? Clemson killed them, and it was like Ohio State. I told people they're overrated. They're not good as a team. It's just, and if JT Barrett has a bad game, that's it. Whereas Jalen Hurts has a bad game, Bama is just or even
Georgia.
Georgia is good too. I don't know, but it's okay. There's still a lot of football to left to be played. There's like 4 games left. So we'll see. Who's your top? I think you already mentioned.
Yeah, Georgia,
Yeah.
Bama, Clemson, Ohio State.
Yes, put Ohio State. Penn State is good. They've been killing teams this year. Remember Michigan? They killed Michigan
And now remember, Ohio beat Penn
by
State.
1
That beat
point.
Michigan.
By 1 point. They have to come back to do it too. By 1 point.
That was
Anyways,
even better. They came back.
but it's all good. I don't know, Ohio State fans. I don't get it. I don't see
I'm not even an Ohio State fan. I just recognize when
support.
team's
All
better.
this Ohio State support. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But moving on, because we're gonna talk about this the whole show. We only have an hour with people. We can't be. Anyways, another thing that happened is Zeke. Zeke got suspended and then he got unsuspended for a game.
I don't know what they're
It's
doing.
confusing.
With this.
I was happy. I was sad like the whole week. I was like, dang, what are we gonna do? No Zeke. But now we have him back. I was like, I'm happy. But when is he gonna go back? It's too much. You taking him, bringing him back, pick one. Like to me, if you're gonna suspend him, make it next year, please.
Make it next year.
As a Dallas Cowboy fan, I'm making requests to the NFL.
Well, this year you obviously know Philly's better, so I would be like, oh, suspend them this year because we know we're not making playoffs even.
That's the worst thing. Like, what do you mean? We have a chance. We're at 4-3. Philly's 7-1, and we only played how many games? That's 8 games. We have 8 more games to go. Come on. Please.
But
He
Philly's
said,
so much better this year that you know Dallas isn't gonna get through Philly.
it's possible. They're good, but it's possible. Our team is not bad either. Our team is good. So what we did to the 49ers? So what we did to the So what we did to the Redskins? Exactly.
What did you do to the
We
Redskins?
beat the Redskins in the rain.
You just beat 'em.
26-17.
That's it.
Exactly.
It wasn't like, see what we did to the Redskins.
It was before. Anyways, we're better than Redskins. That's fact.
Debatable. Because beating a team obviously doesn't mean that you're better than them.
Why?
Because that's what we decided with Ohio State and Penn State.
That was 1 point. Anyways, then we're gonna move on. Jay's trying to push buttons. I'm happy today. The Astros won. They're trying to poke button. I don't even know anymore. But anyway, it's all good. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy week. Real quick. So we're gonna get into. I said we're not gonna debate, but see what happens. It's just natural. We don't even plan it. Like the whole college argument, we didn't even plan it. It just happened. But it's all good. Anyways, I'm gonna play the song real quick. We can take a quick break. This song is like my little brother's favorite song, and like every time he hears the song, so I hope he's listening. Every time he hears the song, he's always like, it doesn't matter what he's doing, he's gonna leave it alone. And so, yeah, I'm gonna play this. It's called "Shame on You." It's Nigerian by Kevin King. If you don't understand, it's all good. I'm just explaining it. It's like he's trying to say, all the haters out there, shame on you. You know, so perfect song for the Astros winning. You know, you can see other haters out there. I heard some haters out there. So anyway, here's the song. It's for my little brother. I hope he enjoys it.
Shame on you, shape you talk, say myself I no go earn. Shame on you, shape you think, say I no go survive. Shame on you, you don't forget, say I God they provide. Shame on you, shape you talk, say I don't get admission. Shame on you, if I me do bad, I don't get promotion. Shame on you, because you break my heart, you think say I not go marry. Shame on you, because I broke before you think say I no go reach. Shame on you. They pray me, them no give me visa. Shame on you, uru uru, shame on you. Bad belly, shame on you. Copy, shame on you. Witchy, shame on you. Jealousy, shame on you. Promise and fair, shame on you. Husband snatcher, shame on you. Army robber, shame on you. Moshori, be my name, Moshori. Everywhere I go, the blessing follow me. Anything I touch, it turn to gold. Mommy, water power, shame on you. Babalawo power, shame on you. Witchcraft power, shame on you. Okoni power, shame on you. Oh God, I love you've been looked down on me. Shame on you. I serve oh God, but you no one make I free. Shame on you. Wicked mother-in-law, shame on you. Waiting me your game. Shame on you. See my house, see my car, see my wife, see my baby. Shame on you, uru, shame on you. Bad belly, shame on you. Copy, shame on you. Witchy, shame on you. Jealousy, shame on you. Promise and fair, shame on you. Husband snatcher, shame on you. Army robber, shame on you. Holy Ghost fire follow me everywhere I go. Eba, all the enemies I tell them say, Holy Ghost fire. Get out of here. And I'm saying, in a quiet I sing in second, you talk say you no go blow. Shame on you. I sing in nego neck, you talk say no go blow. Shame on you. Gossip, shame on you. Talk, shame on you. I come in one and dying go away. Think say you get power, you think say you get power. Make you try my God, you go see the power. Shame on you. Osho free, shame on you. Mago, shame on you. Jealousy, Galaxy, Kevin King, shame on you. Uru, shame on you. Bad belly, shame on you. Copy, shame on you. Witchy, shame on you. Jealousy, shame on you. Promise and fair, shame on you. Husband snatcher, shame on you. Army robber, shame on you.
Hope you guys enjoyed the song. The song "Shame on You." It's called "The Haters." If you say a hater, just tell them "Shame on You." That's what you got to tell them. The other haters out. My brother loved that song, so that's for all the haters out there. Yeah. So yeah, moving on. Me and Jay gonna debate about this because we disagree a lot. We disagree on almost everything. But sports related, but I mean this one too. So injuries. We talked about Deshaun Watson tearing his ACL, right? And then so many injuries this year. Like it's been a year of like injuries, sad injuries too. We got Hayward, Odell,
especially in Houston.
Yeah,
JJ Watt, Whitney
Merciless,
and then Deshaun
Watson. So many sad. Rodgers got injured too. So many sad. Joe Thomas for the Browns. So many sad injuries. But yeah, me and Jay are gonna talk about that. He thinks. Okay, so the topic is right. Which injury is worse? Deshaun Watson? Because I think it's Deshaun Watson. To a team. I think it's Deshaun Watson. He thinks it's Aaron Rodgers. He's always arguing Aaron, and he hates Aaron Rodgers too. He always argues Aaron Rodgers. Remember we had this debate too, like a couple.
I just recognize the talent that he brings to a team. So that's why I always argue. It's like I hate him as a player, but it's like I still appreciate his talent.
Yeah, no, me too. Just not as much as almost everybody else. It's not as much as like Deshaun Watson. I think it's Deshaun Watson. Look, let me start, people. Deshaun Watson. Look, this man was it. He was a savior of the Texans. You don't understand what this man did for the Texans is like, it's like remarkable, you know. It's crazy remarkable. The man, let me read. I like to come prepared. I don't just like to come here and read nonsense. I like to come prepared, you know, wanted to do my research. I don't just want to speak randomly. Let me read to you some of this, what this man did.
What are you trying to imply?
What, that some people are not as prepared as others. I mean, I thought it was obvious. Anyway. First of all, Deshaun Watson, right? He had the highest QBR, right, at 81.9. Right before he got hurt, he had. This is like remarkable. This thing blew my mind. The Texans, right, have the highest scoring. I scored the highest points. Averaged the highest points since Deshaun Watson took over. And after that first game, or like during that first game, they scored 34 points per game. That is the most in the NFL. You know what they were last year without Deshaun Watson? 28th. So he took them from literally like one of the worst offenses home by himself, but one of the worst offenses to the very best offense in the league, according to points scored. You know, it's crazy what the man did. He was breaking records. You know, just rookie records. I remember he got tied the most touchdowns, 5 touchdowns against the Titans. You know, just crazy records he was breaking. So yeah, Deshaun Watson, savior of Houston.
All right, so let me go along with the crazy records and the points that he's going against. So they had 33 points against the Browns.
Okay.
All right, that's Browns. Come on now, anyone can score 33 on the Browns. Then 34 against the Chiefs. The last 14 were just like when Chiefs had clearly won, they were just throwing it up, getting yards and points. That's not even a big thing. The next, it was a horrible Titans team. They had Marcus Mariota injured. They don't have a great defense. They put up 57 points against them. Who's the second team they played?
Chiefs. Oh, Chiefs. Okay.
Chiefs don't have the best defense this year. And then, he got 2 touchdowns in the last very minute when the game was practically dead.
Okay.
And then who else did they play? The Patriots. Worst defense in the league.
Okay.
And then before that, they played Bengals, where they scored 13 points, and Jaguars, where they scored 7 points. So you're looking into these
Bengals, they scored 13. Jaguars, they scored 7. So he didn't start the whole Jaguars game. Okay.
But Bengals, 13. So you're looking into these stats a bit too much. You're making a whole argument again about these points that he's scoring, but you're not really looking at the teams that he has played or just the talent overall, right?
Okay.
So, and plus overall, what do we look at teams, right? We want to see how well, not just a personal player, not just a player's stats. We look at how they perform in the team, right?
Okay.
So Deshaun Watson. No. Okay. Deshaun Watson, while he was playing, guess what was the record for the Texans?
While he was playing?
Yes.
3-4.
3-4.
Okay.
What about Aaron Rodgers? They were 4-1 before he went out.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So 3-4 versus 4-1. Clearly, somebody's having a better impact. Texans have a better defense still. They have the 18th ranked defense, whereas the Packers have the 23 ranked defense.
Okay.
So I'm saying you're more of a prisoner of the moment where you see Deshaun Watson just throwing up touchdowns against these bad teams, and you're thinking he's having a bigger impact. But did you see that Cowboys game with the Packers?
Yeah.
Did you see how Aaron Rodgers brought that team back where it was like Packers, everyone thought the Cowboys had practically won.
Okay.
Right? But did you see how Aaron Rodgers basically won them the game?
Okay. Yes.
Do you think Deshaun Watson could do the same
Why
as
not?
Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, I think he can.
You think if Deshaun Watson was in that situation,
yes,
he would have been able to
he would
come
have been
back like
down.
Aaron
That's what I'm saying. He
Rodgers?
would have been down in the first place.
Who have they played so far?
Who have the Texans played so far?
Yes, that's been good.
Oh, let me remind you of the little Legion of who? Legion of Boom
They
in
lost.
Seattle.
They lost.
But we're talking about offense. They put up how many points?
No, but we're judging them by how team win or loss. You can put up individual stats, but at the end, what it matters is if you get that win.
It wasn't
loss.
just win. Like it's not only him. There's defense also. You know that. There's
Yes.
there's special teams. So it's not like you're not
You
putting.
know, the Packers are on a losing streak. They've lost all the games after Aaron Rodgers has gone out.
Okay.
They're on 2 losses.
Oh, okay. Look, because John Watson just got hurt.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm saying. You see, even then, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers has more impact because you see more of that. With Texans, they still have a defense. They still have a lot of talent on their defense.
No, they don't. Other than Jadavion Clowney, who else?
No. I'm saying they still have a bunch of talent from last year still remaining on the Texans.
They traded the corners. They traded
one corner.
Okay.
Right.
After that, who else? I don't know any. There's no merciless. So you're only talking Clowney. That's pretty much it.
No. But I'm saying if you look at the rest of the players, right? Just overall the team and the rest of the defensive players. I'm saying they're not performing. The defense is not performing up to par.
They're 18th.
But I'm saying they can still improve upon that defense.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Whereas I don't see, I see Texans being able to improve upon the defense and still being able to win some games. Whereas the Packers, I don't really see how they're going to win anything. That's why I was saying Aaron Rodgers' injury was like more harmful to the Packers. Because I don't see any other way that team can step up and win. Whereas Texans, I feel like if the defense steps up.
Believe in Hundley? Hashtag.
Brett Hundley, really?
Believe in Hundley?
Did you see?
But he didn't play badly. It was against a good Saints team. It wasn't that bad. He threw 1 interception.
And how many touchdowns?
And 1 touchdown.
Exactly.
What do you mean? That's not bad.
That's horrible. 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
That's not bad. He had a QBR of 63.
Okay.
Over 100. That's
Okay.
above. That's, you know what Osweiler had last year?
And
55.
Well, you know that's because Osweiler was worse. I'm saying,
Exactly.
I'm saying Texans can still win with a decent quarterback if their defense steps up. If their defense steps up, I'm saying they still have a chance.
That's what I'm saying. They can't step up. The leader of your defense is down. Merciless is down, right?
Merciless is not the leader of the defense.
Who's it? Oh, JJ Watt. If you even want
JJ
Watt
was out the entire last year.
Yes.
And they were still ranked
They had
high
Merciless.
defense.
And they had a good secondary. They have this. Have you seen them
Most
play?
of their defense secondary is still intact, though. I'm saying they're not performing up to par. So the way they're performing right now.
I'll continue. So Packers our defense are not performing up to par.
No, Packers defense is always bad. I'm saying Houston's defense isn't like always bad. You know what I mean? Like last year they were good. So they still have a lot of talent on that defense to where that defense can step up and they can still have some wins. So even though Deshaun Watson's injury hurts them a lot, they can still find a way to win some games if that defense steps. How are Packers going to win? You tell me how are Packers going to win?
I told you, Brett Hundley.
See, that's the first game. He has 2 touchdowns. He has 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
I mean, it was the second game of the season against a good Saints defense.
He's had 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
At
that point, they might as well put in Brock Osweiler.
A lot of that is due to that first game. Remember that first game where he came in like halftime?
He's like under 50% completion in some of those games too. He's barely up to par. I'm saying you could put in Brock Osweiler.
He's better than Tom Savage. True or false?
False.
Oh my lord.
Tom Savage can play.
Oh my, he's not better than Tom. They had to bench Tom Savage in the first game because that's how bad he was.
But I'm saying last year Tom Savage was decent. He wasn't a horrible quarterback, and he wasn't a great quarterback, but he was still okay.
Why didn't they start him again? Why did they start Osweiler instead?
What do you mean? Why did
they start? Because I remember Savage came in, right?
No. I'm saying for a stretch of the season he was decent, and then he started performing badly. I'm saying Brett Hundley, we haven't seen anything from him
I'm telling you, man. I've seen him. He's better. He's better than Tom Savage. 2
touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
You just said let's not take a stat. You just said let's look at like who they play
2
against.
2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and then 2 losses.
He had 1 interception against a full game. The full game he played, he had 1 interception. Right, the game, the 4 other interception you're talking about, that was the game he came in halfway. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that wasn't his fault. He wasn't
came in
ready.
halfway and threw 3 interceptions.
He wasn't ready. Like you would have thrown it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't ready. He wasn't planning to play.
But you,
that was like that's not his fault. He just got thrown into like the fire. And against the Vikings, good Vikings defense, Xavier Rhodes and good secondary. So like you can't even put that in. So judge him on the 4 game he had against the Saints. We had 1 touchdown, right, and 1 interception.
That's
and
not
then
good enough.
That's not bad.
That's horrible.
That's
1 touchdown,
bad.
1 interception is horrible. You wouldn't
for your
have the
second game of the
quarterback on
season.
your
That's not
team.
bad.
But I'm saying that's the type of quarterback he is. He's not good, and he's not gonna be anywhere good.
You don't know.
He's gonna be just a normal player.
You don't
No,
know.
from what we're looking at right now, we can only go off of what you're just projecting.
It was a good Saints defense.
You're just projecting these stats into like, oh, he's gonna be good, and you have nothing to back that up. This is just be like, I'm gonna say he's good.
You could just the eye test. No, he can run.
No, there's no eye test. Did you see those games? He wasn't good. I don't know what eye test, which games you were
the
watching.
game against the Saints.
He still wasn't
good. Do you know that game came down to like the last, came down to the end. You know what I mean? Like that game against the Saints, right? Against a good Saints defense. That game, or nowadays.
Inconsistent.
Nowadays, they're
still
pretty
inconsistent.
good. No, nowadays, man. Saints is good. So that game came down to the end, right? It wasn't like he just like
so
lost.
You're
it
telling
for
me
them.
Texans are gonna get blown out every game?
It's over. I don't know. It's for me. The season is over for the Texans.
For Packers, it's over.
Packers are 5-3. Texans are 3-4.
Rodgers was 4-1, and now after that they were 0-2.
Yeah,
they're not winning. They'll win like 2-3 more games. It's over for them. They're not making playoffs.
To the Packers,
especially in that division, Vikings. Packers are not
5-2.
Packers are not making.
They're
the
5-3. It's not. It's possible. I mean, they're 5-3. It's possible. It's not possible.
But it's impossible for them. The Texans and the entire division, other than the Jaguars, are inconsistent. The Titans and Colts are out.
Jaguars are inconsistent.
Yeah, Jaguars are inconsistent.
Jaguars aren't winning the league.
No, I'm saying Texans still have a better chance than the Packers of winning the league, because there's no way there's any competition from Colts or Titans.
Okay.
So anytime anything
Titans are above them too. Titans are 5-3, I believe. 5-4.
No, Titans aren't.
Titans are above them.
But they're not 5-3 or 5-4. But yes, overall, I'm just letting you know, Texans, I'm telling you, they still have more talent, especially on the defensive side than the Packers, to where they can.
4-3. Titans are 4-3.
Exactly.
But they're leading the division 4-3.
That's what I'm telling you. The division is so bad that Texans can still make it. It's not like it's not the end of the season for them.
That makes sense. How can the division be so bad that they're not going to make it? They can still make it.
What do you mean they can still?
They can't make it. They're 4-3. They're 2 4-3 teams.
Yeah.
How is the division so bad they can't make it? Division is tough. Is my point?
You're telling me the Titans are a good team.
Other than the 5.
You're telling me you're saying Titans are a good team.
No, they have Mariota. That's not a bad team.
They don't have him anymore.
He's coming
So
back.
basically, what you're saying, you're hyping Deshaun Watson up so much, but even when he was there, they were the 3rd best team in the division.
You just said look who they had tough team. Look at the 3 losses.
They didn't have tough teams. That's what I was trying to say.
They're 3-4. Look at the teams they played. The 4 losses they lost to. Right? The 4 losses they lost. That kind of sentence. I'm sorry. This is debate, people. I don't know what I'm saying. All right. No, I do. That's not like. Anyways, look at the 4 losses. Right? They had Pats. Right? They had a good Seahawks.
They could have won from the Pats the way the Pats were playing.
Yeah, but you played Tom Brady, right? You had a defense against Tom Brady.
The worst defense,
right? No, I'm saying defense of the Texans against Tom Brady, right? You had defense of the Texans against Seahawks. That's 2 losses. The 3rd game they lost was the Jaguars, right? Where Tom Savage started half the game, or most of the game, and the 4th loss they had was to what was the 4th loss they had? The Chiefs. So that's like 4.
All here is an excuse.
That's like 4. What do you mean?
You could have been
Chiefs are 5-3. Patriots 5-2 rather. Or 6-2. Patriots are 6-2.
So they've been playing
Seahawks.
Yes,
So
that's why their defense has been bad. They've been playing these tough teams. So now, obviously,
the difference is bad. The difference is just bad.
No, their defense. No, because you just said right now they're playing these tough teams.
Yes.
So then that's why they're losing. Because they're playing these tough teams. That means once they start playing like some normal teams, they can still get some wins with their defense. That's what I'm saying. That defense, you're saying it's bad, like, oh, it's so bad. But I'm saying right now, if they just have like a offense that doesn't turn it over, and the defense can just step it up a bit, which I believe personally that it's capable for them to step it up a bit, that they can still make it. They still have a chance of winning the division. Because you just said they've been facing these hard competitions. I'm just saying
defense gave up 38 points to the Seahawks.
No, the Seahawks are like on and off. One game,
Seahawks.
Russell Wilson, they're on and off.
38 points to the Seahawks have no O-line.
Off, and then one game
they have no O-line. Their best receiver right now is Paul Richardson. Who the heavens is Paul Richardson? That's the best receiver right now. But it's Paul Richardson, the best receiver right now.
I'm saying,
who the heck is that?
They have Jimmy Graham. I'm saying they're not horrible as
they have no O-line
to them. But I'm just saying, Seahawks is still a good enough team. I'm saying they will face some decent or average teams to where if the defense steps it up, they can still win those games. Whereas the Packers, I don't see how anyone else is going to win from them. You're saying Brett Hundley, believe in Brett Hundley?
Jones, Ty Montgomery. Aaron Jones, that's two. You said, last time we argued, you said Aaron Jones was good. What he did to the Saints?
You see they still lost?
He had 131. It was Drew Brees. You're playing Drew Brees.
It doesn't matter.
Like
their season is practically over. There's nobody.
Same thing as the Texans. Their season is over.
But their season, it wasn't really something to look like you were looking forward to. But it was like still.
They could have won. I had them as like contender, Super Bowl contender. I'm not even kidding.
No, they were a bigger Super Bowl contender than the Packers
at the time
when Aaron Rodgers was there.
Yeah.
So when Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson were playing, you would have had the Texans over the Packers as contenders.
Oh, yeah.
So basically what you're saying is Texans offense was better than Aaron Rodgers' Packers offense.
I mean, they had I just told you.
No, that's just yards. That's just they've been playing Browns. I just told you Patriots. Like one of the worst defenses.
Okay.
And Chiefs, I told you, they got like 14 points in just like a fourth quarter ending up.
Okay.
Right? They play the Cowboys, who have a decent. It's better. It's better than the Patriots.
I'm a Cowboys fan, but like even I know our defense is not good.
But it's better than the Patriots. I'm just saying, you're looking at these horrible teams and these 57 points they put up against Titans, which is basically averaging out to making them to be the number one offense. They put up huge points against teams with horrible defenses, and you're using that as an argument. I'm using just the player and talent and the ability to win games.
Okay, let's
no, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers has Aaron Rodgers
is man.
Aaron Rodgers is better.
He runs.
Same.
But he's better. I'm just saying impact on the team.
Yes.
The Texans went from the worst offense to the best offense. So I'm saying this guy literally made them the best offense in the league.
No, but you're
going, like
you're going off of points. It's not best.
They are the best offense in the league.
I know, but that's judged by
look
points.
Look what they did. No. The takeaway
points and yards.
Takeaway points.
What else?
Look what they did against Legion of Boom.
But points and yards.
Look what they did.
No,
38 points
one
against
team. That's that one team. But
Legion of Boom. No, even Richard Sherman.
Legion of Boom is no longer the Legion of Boom.
But they're still good.
But they're good. But you can't be like Legion of Boom.
They're still like at least top 5 defense in the league.
Oh no, I haven't looked.
Okay, they're still top 5 in the league, and so anyway, and so I don't even know where I'm going. So yes, so he still put up 38 points, 4 touchdowns against the Legion of Boom. Richard Sherman came out and said, "This man is special." You see what I'm saying? Like he came out and said that. You see what they were doing?
Aaron Rodgers is special.
No, Aaron Rodgers is special. Aaron Rodgers. But I'm just saying the league for what this man has done for the team is like.
That's Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why you don't understand. They haven't won a single game without Aaron Rodgers. Not a single game. Aaron Rodgers is 4-1. Super Bowl contenders right there. So you're saying all the points you're saying are equal for Aaron Rodgers. You can prove every single one of those points with Aaron Rodgers, except Aaron Rodgers has the ability to close games and win it for them, which Deshaun Watson doesn't as of now. He still needs to develop, but Aaron Rodgers can close out those games. Aaron Rodgers can win games. Deshaun Watson was putting up these huge numbers and stats. He
can't win games.
Let me finish. Deshaun Watson was putting up these huge numbers and stats, but they still weren't winning those games. So he can put up however many stats you want. Oh, number one offense. Do all these stats. Back them up.
Because offense plays offense.
It doesn't.
Right?
No,
he doesn't play. He plays defense.
No, I'm saying you can back all those things up with like, oh, points. Oh, he scored this many points, this many yards. Number one offense. I look at the wins. I look at how much impact players have based on their ability to get those wins.
That's what I'm saying. They went like the Texans had no chance of getting wins without Deshaun Watson.
Packers. They don't have a chance.
They do have a chance.
How? What makes you think that? Can tell me one thing.
Brett Hundley.
Again, you say that stuff, but then
And
you
then
have no stats or anything
I just
to back
told
it
you
up.
he played well against
Brett
the Saints.
Hundley, he did not play.
He had
your
he played
definition
pretty well.
of play well
He
is
had-
1 yard, 1 touchdown.
He had
I don't know
pretty-
what NFL quarterbacks you're saying.
He had a pretty good game. It wasn't bad. He had a 63% or 63
I'm
QBR.
saying you would take any quarterback and you can
I'll
just
take
put it
him
in
over.
there and
I'll
put
take
in
him over
Brett
Tom
Hundley.
Savage.
You can put in any quarterback and he'll be an equivalent of a Brett Hundley based off
I'll
the
take him-
players
I'll
that
take him
he's
over Brett.
producing.
I'll take
Because
him
you're
over
saying,
Tom Savage.
oh,
I'll
Packers
take-
have all these players.
I'll take him over any
Packers
Texans
have
quarterback.
Jordy Nelson. They have Ty Montgomery. They have Aaron Jones. They have all these players.
Yeah.
But yet Brett Hundley still can't perform. You know why?
Okay,
Because Aaron
in the
Rodgers
second
makes
second game-
those players
in the
who they are.
second
Well,
game
Deshaun Watson
of the
was
season.
performing in the second game of the season.
Yes.
Exactly.
But he's not Deshaun Watson. Come on.
But I'm
not
saying-
arguing he's Deshaun Watson.
No, I'm saying he's nowhere near good. Your whole argument is, oh, Brett Hundley is good based off of because I think so. So I'm gonna make that my argument.
No.
Because I think so. 1 yard,
I'm
1
not.
touchdown,
I just
I'm
don't
gonna
think
make
so.
him good.
I watched the game.
I watched the game
So
too.
he's not bad. He's not as bad as Tom. I've seen Brock Osweiler and Tom Savage play, Jay.
Yes, but guess what? The Texans were still winning with
Because
them.
of their defense. They don't
Yes,
have that anymore.
I'm saying their defense still has the ability.
They don't
I
even have
believe,
that
to
anymore.
step
That's
it
even
up.
gone.
I feel like I'm telling you, I say their defense still has that ability to step it up. Whereas in
Alright.
Packers, I don't see how anyone has that ability to step it up.
All right, we gotta leave it there. It's 2:50. I don't want to play a quick song anymore. It's we only have what five minutes left. Let's move on. Forget the song. Song is gonna take another 3 minutes, so let's move on. We only have about 5-6 minutes left. So moving on, right? I think I won that debate, but it's okay.
Sure.
See, hear that here? No, I'm kidding. So moving on, right? Injury. We already did that injury. So next topic we're gonna debate about real quick is the trades. The trades happen, and I mentioned that earlier, right? The trade happening, and so there are a lot of trades. I mentioned the trades earlier, and so the topic is what was the best trade deal, right? Who got the best trade deal? In your opinion, you go.
To
right?
me, I think it's the 49ers. So they got Jimmy Garoppolo, a quarterback.
Pats fan. Classic Pats fan move.
What do you mean classic Pats fan? They got
Pats
Jimmy
fan.
Garoppolo. This is great for both teams.
That was a terrible deal, by the way. Second round pick. Anyways, continue.
For who?
For the Pats.
Well, at this point, they had to do it.
Okay.
They had to
continue.
give him a second round pick. But yes, both teams get good enough talent. Now, 49ers get Jimmy Garoppolo, a quarterback that they can try out for the rest of the season to see if they want to build around him. Because 49ers, they're not winning anything anytime soon. But Jimmy Garoppolo is nice and young. Now, instead of basically having to scout for upcoming quarterback talents or whatever, they have Jimmy Garoppolo, who's somewhat proven himself, not really enough, but proven himself in those 2 games to show that he can play in the NFL. He won't choke under pressure. He still has a chance. So you now can build around him and see how your team's performing these last 8 games with him at that position. And for the Patriots, at this point, he was in the last year of his rookie season. So at this point, at the very end, they had to give him a big enough contract for him to stay. And the way Tom Brady is playing right now, you can give him a big enough contract, and then there was Bill Belichick wanting to give him a contract, but still he wanted to start. And you can't start him over Tom Brady. So at this point, you have to let him go. You can give him all this money, but then you're basically giving him all this money as a backup, just to wait until Tom Brady goes down, which I still think he has 5 years in him. Plus, it's like the quarterback talent or whoever. People think that they're talented. They have talented quarterbacks. So people have all this hype behind Garoppolo. And people are like, oh, it's a bad deal for the Patriots. But a lot of the times, these quarterbacks, they tend to be good in the Patriots system.
Exactly. You just made my point. Thank you. Segue.
But not necessarily. But I'm saying Garoppolo so far, if you look at it, the way he performed in those 2 games, he seems to be better talented than anyone who has any quarterback that's on the 49ers right now. So 49ers are obviously getting an upgrade.
Nah.
Even if he was bad, it's still an upgrade.
Here's why you're wrong. Are you done?
Go ahead.
All right. To me, it's Dwayne Brown, the Seahawks. Now, this is going to be like, nobody knows about this, right? But the Seahawks got a left tackle. The Seahawks have one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. They've not even right now. They've had one of the worst offensive lines ever since they traded Unger for Jimmy Graham. Remember that deal? they've had one of the worst offensive lines in the league, and now they get a left tackle who is a Pro Bowler. I mean, that was a terrible deal. By the way, we had that discussion one day. The Texans,
but they gave up way too much for him. They give up a second and a third round pick.
I would.
No, not for a 32-year-old.
True, but he's a Pro Bowler. He's a good offensive
the last
tackle.
year he was in the Pro Bowl was 2014.
Yeah, no, but he's good. Like let me read you this. You know the pressures, the amount of pressure Seahawks have gotten, right? It's been from the left hand side, right? In 76, how many in like the last 16 games? You know how many he has given up? He's only given up like 36, half of that. You see what I'm saying?
Who?
Dwayne Brown.
He's only started one game.
What do you mean?
He was out for the first part of the season.
This season?
Yes, this season. So
I'm talking about like over like 16 games. So even last season too.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about like over last 16 games. The games he played. Because obviously he's not gonna get if he's not playing. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because I was unsure. Because you said last 16, I was unsure.
No, last season game he played because he's not gonna. Doesn't make sense. Anyways, he's led half of that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Like imagine, like think how good Russell Wilson is with no O-line. Now he has time in the pocket. Just do whatever
but that
you like.
one left tackle isn't gonna give him.
Yeah,
that's
a big
offensive.
No, but that's a big step. Like you know how many people like most of the time is like defensive ends, right? Who get sacks, right? And left tackles prevent defensive ends from getting sacks. So if that's like.
But you can't give up a second round and a third round pick for a 32-year-old left tackle. That was the issue that I had with the deal. You get a left tackle, but he has like maybe 1-2 more years.
No, they gave up the other pick just because somebody one of them failed a physical or something like that.
But still,
so they had to give it up. They already did the deal.
Yeah, but you're still giving up way too much.
But the Texans, it wasn't just Dwayne Brown. Texans gave up something too, right?
Yeah, it was like a late round pick.
Yeah.
But second and third round pick, you can get stars still in the second round in the NFL today.
No, but that's not proven. You don't know. This is proven.
What do you mean? This is proven to be like what, 1 or 2 more seasons?
Not 32. I mean
32.
That's enough time. That's enough time.
What do you mean that's
enough time for you to get like Super Bowls or Super Bowl?
Dwayne Brown isn't gonna help them so much to where they're gonna be Super Bowl.
He is. Like imagine Russell Wilson with time.
The impact,
like you know how bad of a man Russell Wilson is right now.
The impact,
imagine when he has time to throw. Like imagine when he has time to scratch. Like you know what I'm saying? Like.
But yeah, the impact that he has is nowhere near to the impact that Jimmy Garoppolo has on the 49ers.
Look, people are like overrating Garoppolo.
No, they're not overrating him. They got a second round pick for him.
Garoppolo has done what? Two games? He's played two, not even 2, 1.5. He played half of the Miami game, right? And against a bad defense Miami team at the time, they were not a good defense. They were ranked 28th. I looked it up. They were ranked 28th. And the Cardinals, the first game they played was against the Cardinals, and the Cardinals 7-8 and won, and they won draw. So
no, but in the beginning of that season, Cardinals were coming. Cardinals were good then.
Nah, probably
yes,
they weren't good.
No, I know they
were good. My point is, Jay, look.
But he's better than anyone who you have on the 49ers. He's better than Brett Hundley. As of now, he's obviously better than Brett Hundley.
Brett Hundley hasn't done much, yeah.
So then it is a great deal for the 49ers because, sure, you get, even if he's not good, right, you still, like, he has enough potential to be good. And you still get 8 games just for good. You get 8 games.
Like remember when Peyton Manning? Remember when Peyton Manning?
How do you know he's not that
remember
good?
Remember when Peyton Manning got injured, right? And then everybody was like, Osweiler played well for like that's even more. That was like 6-7 games.
Osweiler never really played well.
No, he played well. He played well enough for the Texans to offer that big money.
That was more of because their defense was carrying them, and he just had to do nothing to wear.
No, but you don't pay somebody that much money.
But that's because Texans were desperate to find anyone. They saw any quarterback, and they're like,
that's what I'm saying.
No,
at least he had.
That was one of the worst deals.
I know. I'm saying that at least he had like 7, 8. This man only played 1.5 games, so it's not even like proven.
It's not proven, but he's played preseason. It's not. You've seen the way he plays. He can throw. He's great at his range.
All quarterbacks can throw. I know what you mean.
No. Brett Hundley can throw 50%, around 55% completion. That's like Tim Tebow levels.
Well, I mean, Brett Hundley, Tim Tebow level. Tim Tebow beat He went to the playoffs, did well.
Where did Tim Tebow? Is he still playing?
Nah,
That's what I thought.
that's not
what
his
I thought.
fault. That's
but
the
no,
team's
I'm
fault.
saying you get this trade where you're not giving up as much as you can, right? It's just a second round pick, and you have 8 games to test this out. You're not so even if it goes bad,
You give him a second round.
even
pick.
if you gave up a second round pick, whereas the Seahawks gave up a second and third round pick just for a left tackle. Here you just gave up a second round pick, and you're just thinking, oh, he hasn't proven it can go bad. But imagine if it goes well. Then they have all these picks. They have like 9 picks in like this upcoming draft, 9 upper picks. You can take all those picks and build around him. You've only given up 1 pick.
Okay.
So I'm saying they can still, instead of, because then Jimmy Garoppolo, you see, you're taking a chance. That would be the same as drafting a quarterback who's come out of college in the second round. Because he's a second draft pick. Now, who's more proven? A college quarterback that comes out of the second round or Jimmy Garoppolo? Jimmy Garoppolo, you would take Jimmy Garoppolo then.
Okay.
So then, even then, you don't know how that quarterback.
I didn't
even
say,
then, you don't
look,
know how
but
that
look,
quarterback would work in the
arguing,
NFL.
I didn't know. I didn't think it was a bad deal. I think it was a great deal.
No, I'm saying it was the
But,
best deal for
but it
that
wasn't.
team.
It wasn't the best. I'm telling you, this guy is gonna take like Seahawks. You don't see it. Seahawks should be Super Bowl champs. They could. I'm not even kidding. Like they could get to the Super Bowl. They can win the Super Bowl.
They're not winning the Super Bowl.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
See, their defense isn't that great. Russell Wilson, so
Defense
far,
is-
is
but it's still a
inconsistent.
Legion of like you expect them to
you're
come
saying
back.
That's like
It's still-
Texans defense.
There's nobody injured. Like you have your captain literally injured.
But he was.
It's not the same
But
thing.
they performed better with them injured.
They perform better with him.
JJ
injured.
Watt injured.
Okay.
They've gone farther in the playoffs when JJ Watt's been injured.
They went 7-9 last year, and then what
They
is
didn't
it?
go
9 and
7-9.
7, right? Rather not 9 7-9.
But they went farther in the playoffs. They could
They-
have.
they-
They could have
they
beaten the
beat
Patriots.
only one team.
But they could have beaten the
They
Patriots.
couldn't.
They could have.
They had no chance. You knew.
They
Everybody
had no chance.
Everybody knew they had no chance.
Did you not see that game? Because if you saw that
No, 'cause
game,
Osweiler
even
was
with
so bad.
No. Even
Osweiler
with
was so
Osweiler,
bad.
There was a touchdown pass that was dropped that could have resulted in the Texans winning. The guy literally dropped a touchdown pass.
Oh, nah.
Yes, there was a touchdown pass that was
really,
dropped.
not resulting in them winning.
No. They could have won. I'm saying because that game was close.
No, it wasn't. You remember the score of that game?
No. I'm saying that game was close. Patriots were struggling against the Texans defense.
They were struggling, yeah. But like they had Osweiler was so bad, so they couldn't have won that game. Everybody knew they weren't going to win that game.
No, to me, basically, you in 49ers have basically found you could have found a franchise quarterback, which is a lot better than left tackle. And even if he's not, you haven't given him.
But you don't know. Left tackle is gonna imagine Russell Wilson with time.
You don't know, because you just said who does he have around him? Even if he has time, he's not gonna throw it to anyone. You proved
He
earlier
made
that
Paul
he has a
Richardson.
horrible
Like he
quarterback.
made Paul Richardson look good. Like so, come on. It's all good, people. It's 3:00. It's time for the end of this. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Next week, come back again this same time, 2:00. Hope you guys enjoyed Jay losing, by the way, because Jay lost. And Astros won. So yes, enjoy the parade. Enjoy yourselves. I'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna play the song again.
Mistakes